The family of Boipelo Awuah, a grade 10 pupil in the Northern Cape, are pleading for help. Boipelo was South Africa's youngest representative at the Tokyo Olympics and Africa's only representative in the women's street skateboarding event. She unfortunately fractured her pelvic bone just before she was to compete at her event at those games and was forced to fly back home from Tokyo. Her family is now pleading for support to get Boipelo back in shape so that she can compete again. The Olympian is in conversation now with Newzroom Afrika's Phakgadi, who's live for us in Kimberley this hour. Pelane, how is her recovery going?
Definitely. Thank you very much, Tambi. Here in Kimberley, it was really a good thing to see this kind of a state-of-the-art skateboarding facility. And as Senzo is showing you, that quite a number of kids come here in their numbers during the mornings, really to come through and skate. We are also told that with the kind of skateboarding, it being publicized in the area because of Boipelo and her success, it really has come through to motivate other young people to come and use this facility. State of the art, I can assure you, it looks very good. And joining me now is Boipelo herself, and just to give us that particular sense, she was in the Olympics. And how did you start skateboarding? Let's start there before we get to the nitty-gritties.
Okay, so I started skateboarding at the age of 5, and my older brother Kwabena, we were very close. We had a very strong bond, and whatever he did, I also wanted to do, and that's how I got into skateboarding.
Yeah, 15 years of age, the Africa's youngest Olympian to represent the continent and the country at the Olympics. Unfortunately, you couldn't compete just a few days before that. Tell us how that really made you feel.
The injury, it was kind of sad for me, but I didn't take it that way. It did not reduce my passion for the sport, and I just felt like I already done so much with skateboarding, and just me being there gave these female skaters hope that it's possible, and anything is possible if you put your mind to it and just put in the work and focus on your goal.
Yeah, and then of course it's 2021 now. You're probably now going to start working to ensure that 2026, when they happen again, you're back there.
Yes, 2021, unfortunately, the world was not able to see me perform, but 2024, I'm going to be ready, and I hope you guys are ready for that.
Yeah, definitely. And one more thing before I let you go, Boipelo, and go talk to your father as well. The kind of support that perhaps you got as well, I'm sure you would hope for more right now?
For more, absolutely. And it's like support is very important because it keeps your spirit up and you feel motivated at all times. But I've been getting a lot of support from the people from South Africa and Africa as a whole, and that's so loving.
Definitely, Boipelo Awuah, there's just giving us that sense that anything is possible if you do believe in it. And whether you're from Kimberley or you're from somewhere in Polokwane, some of us are now motivated to try and get into shape perhaps. And let's just speak to the father now, and Boipelo Awuah. He's perhaps going to just give us that sense of the pleading that he is now not only taking to South Africans but as well as to government. Mr. Boipelo, thank you very much for joining us on Newzroom Channel 405. We were speaking to Boipelo just now, very much a talented young lady that unfortunately she couldn't perform for the world. And you feel that this perhaps could have been, avoided. She could have performed if there was quite enough support.
Yes, really, as a family, I feel that the girl was so young, one, to travel alone, and two, without any supervision. The supervision, when I say that, I'm not contradicting who went with the whole team, South African team. I'm talking of her underage. She's supposed to have a special somebody who will take care of Boipelo, but something like that didn't happen. As a family, we are not happy about that, but we have accepted it. It's fine, but I hope that next time it may not happen.
Now let's talk about the kind of support that you hope that she can get, in particular as far as coaching is concerned, and the health as far as that is concerned. Maybe there could be specialized facilities that she could use to try and get her into shape so that she can once compete again. If she can qualify for the Olympics, I'm sure there should be some protection and support given to her.
As parents, we would like to see the success of our daughter and every child as a whole. In that circumstance, I feel that whoever is managing this type of sports should be able to put good management to make sure that all athletes are having coaches They have their special managers who are very professional, not taking anybody to be a coach, but the government or whoever is in charge of athletes in the country should make sure that they have those infrastructure in place.
Definitely there, Boipelo Awuah. Thank you very much there for joining us. This is the father to Boipelo Awuah there. And in that sense, we will be speaking to the doctor and as well as some of the fans here. That will be included in our later on coverage. But it's that sense of, just pleading to government and society as a whole, really to try and support Boipelo and ensure that she becomes competitive once more. She did fracture her pelvic bone when she was due to compete, and we understand that perhaps matters could have been different if there was, some sort of a specialized attention to people like her. Also understanding that she's very much young, and when she gets to the Olympics, of course, she'll be excited seeing a new skate park that she'll be using, and she would go around, all the time alone without any kind of specialized supervision. So that is the kind of call that the parents and as well as the society are just giving to government as well as the society as large, the people who may be very much interested in sports such as street skateboarding. So that is what we have here in Kimberley.